All right, let's talk about Stranger Things 3. Um, this, well, first of all, welcome back to another quick review. This season of Stranger Things is my personal favorite season, and I know it definitely shouldn't be, but there's just something about the season that I really liked, that I really enjoyed. Um, I will say one thing I will say about this season, a couple of things I will say about this season, is that the first two episodes it has so many moments in which I just want to skip. I just don't want to watch it because it doesn't do anything for me. Every little moment with the relationship or whatever's going on feels forced or uncomfortable to watch. Um, that's why I said in my last review I didn't like Max. I don't like Max all that much. And Stranger Things 3 really proved that for me because Max was one of those characters in which um, I it kind of brought down the character, every other character around her. So like Mike and Lucas and Eleven, I feel like those characters were made worse because of Max, if you know what I mean. It's not even just in the first couple of episodes, like throughout the season. Well, first of all, the chaos that Max causes, like episode 2 or episode 3, whichever one it was not fun. But even then, around every character around Max just kind of downgrades, in my opinion. I mean, Mike's Mike's development with Will and Lucas, and he's going through an Eleven's development into the person she is, kind of just fades away with Max. I don't get it. I don't get it. But I'm gonna move on from that topic. Yeah, I think the plot lines were all very good. Most of the plot lines were very good. Like I said with other seasons, this season does a really good job of, you know, splitting up the groups, but also still making it entertaining. Or at least uh, season one, season two is season two is a different beast, but season one it does it like season one, in which you have Nancy, Jonathan, Mike, Will, Lucas, Eleven, and Max all together. And then they're a good group when Max isn't being a terrible, horrible human being. And then on the other side, you have Murray, Alexi, Hopper, and Joyce. Those are all. That's a great group as well. And then lastly, the best group being Robin, Erica, Steve, and Dustin, and they are just amazing. All four of them on screen together are just amazing. And then, of course, you have Billy's development and redemption at the end of the season. With his sacrifice, I feel like it wasn't enough to redeem him for me. However, I can appreciate what they were trying to go for. Um, his backstory really is tragic. It's upsetting and it's sad, but it makes him into the character that he is. It makes his redemption hit harder for people that feel he redeemed himself. Of course, monsters and the whole plot line with the humans turning into like flat humans or rats turning into flesh was or melting was really cool to see. It really just kind of unnerving. Um, Joyce picking up, like finding out stuff happens because of Magnus is quite possibly one of the dumbest plot lines I've ever seen. But and even they themselves acknowledge that it's kind of dumb, but it's it gets us there. So overall, even besides that, I think that the final battle and the implications and the after effects that it has is really good, and I feel like it's going to do a really good job leading into season 4, which, as I'm recording this, comes out a couple of days from now. Um, and I think for me it's just because of how I watched it. I watched it all. I sat down with my father, watched it all day with him, and we just talked about it and enjoyed it. And I think that's probably the reason why I enjoyed this one the most, because I had the most fond memories with this one. But yeah, season three, while objectively not the best season by any means, um, is my personal favorite, and I very much enjoyed it. I would recommend you go watch it. Yeah, see ya.